I don't think I've brought this up before, but I've struggled for years with this concept of the Lord's Supper. In our current tradition, we tend to break it down to a sip from a tiny plastic cup and a wafer or something that is a far cry from a meal. And I just wanted to draw attention to the context in which Paul is talking to the Corinthians about the Lord's Supper. He says, when you come together, it is not the Lord's Supper that you eat, for in eating, each one goes ahead with his own meal. One goes hungry, another gets drunk. What? Do you not have houses to eat and drink in, or do you despise the church of God and humiliate those who have nothing? So he's clearly talking about a time where people are actually eating a meal together. In today's context, we talk about that as a potluck where everybody brings, everybody shares, and everybody eats. I think I want to just ask you to comment or think about, what is the Lord's Supper? What was it originally? What is it now? And is what we call potluck actually the Lord's Supper? And what is the thing that we call the Lord's Supper? Whoever therefore eats the bread or drinks the cup of the Lord in an unworthy manner will be guilty concerning the body and blood of the Lord. Let a person examine himself then, and so eat of the bread and drink of the cup. For anyone who eats and drinks without discerning the body eats and drinks judgment on himself. For those many years where I struggled with this concept of the Lord's Supper, I didn't participate in the ritualized wafer and plastic cup of grape juice, in large part because of these verses right here. I spent a lot of time examining myself, and I would encourage you all to examine yourselves, because if we apply these verses only to the ritual and not to the times where we're gathering with other believers and eating and drinking, are we any less guilty of the very things Paul's criticizing here in these verses?